In a recent episode of When I'm Not Podcasting, I talked about how the movie theaters are starting to get ready to open up. I'm hoping to go make some money off of it with my stocks, and movies are starting to get ready to come back. But now we have a shuffle of movies. It's just a shuffle. It's not anything to do with coronavirus or anything else. I'm just seeing that the change is starting to be made. Here we are. So Tenet, Wonder Woman 1984 are pushing back theatrical releases, and other movies are shuffling themselves around. Let's get you into it. Variety.com mentions that Tenet, Christopher Nolan's highly anticipated espionage thriller, will be pushed now from July 17th to July 31st. Wonder Woman 1984, Warner Brothers picture, which was already postponed before, they're moving it from August 14th to August 2nd. And taking August 14th's place will be Bill and Ted Save the Music, or Face the Music, excuse me. So that's the plan. Now, a little more rant room will come, and also Unhinged, Russell Crowe's movie, is now being moved from July 1st to July 10th. So the plan for July 4th movies, brand new, coming into wide release, is being paused. Pushed back a couple of weeks. I'm totally fine with that. Listen, you're going to get this started up. Get it started up right. People already know you're going to open up. AMC, Cinemark, Regal, they're already going to have plans to resume business later this summer. They're going to wait for the movies to come back. So just to get everything ready and to hopefully have some reopening of the economy where the movie theaters can go ahead and open themselves all the way back up, to have something even more would be a great idea. So I like the idea of them doing this. That's good. So while every other major Hollywood studio has shifted, delayed, or amended plans to premiere its movies, Warner Brothers is firm that Tenet will maintain its release date. But the one thing is they put out a new trailer last month that didn't show the opening date. They decided to go and say, you know what, we might have to keep things open. Now, Disney's remake of Mulan will be the first major film to reignite movie-going now when it debuts July 24th. You'll have Unhinged that comes out and Broken Hearts Gallery that will both come out July 10th. But again, the smaller budgets. But Mulan will be the first of the big movies that come out. Then you got Tenet. And then the August schedule starts bringing out everything. Now, Warner Brothers has also moved around certain movies. Lin-Manuel Miranda's musical In the Heights moves to June 2021. Robert Pattinson's The Batman is June 25th, 2021. And there you got that. So that works out. Which goes to the story and asks the question, you know, the reopening and where that's going to go. Hollywood Reporter put out a story about it today. And they said that marketers are tasked with convincing viewers to head to theaters for Hollywood's big screen return. Messaging is very tricky. So in the story, they're saying that studios now have to sell viewers that not just a film, but the idea of movie going itself. The issue of striking the right tone in a moment when audiences are living with the reality of the global pandemic. But again, we're looking at another at least 5 weeks down the line. And by that point, we might see a considerable drop in cases. And the reopening they already have can stay on schedule. And a lot of places could have 50% capacity, which wouldn't be bad at all. We would still have to go and wear masks and practice social distancing and practice our proper social hygiene. That's fine. But at least we'll have all that there. But we're working ourselves back to normalcy, not the other way around. Now, Tenet and the trailer would have been really pushed for the NBA Finals, held the first 2 weeks of June, and Warner Brothers would have probably bought billboards in LA, New York, and other major cities to promote the film, but all they've had is digital to push this out. I don't know if they put it on television yet. I haven't really seen any promos for it yet, just for Hint and Hinge so far. So now, again, movies are going to be pushed to later in the year in 2021. And 2021 is going to be a hell of a year for movies. A lot of them. We can already see that now. Marketers of movies now are going to map out the pre-release plans. Usually about a month before movies hit theaters in an unsteady environment where release dates might have to move again in response to local health conditions and government rules. So the shifts, major Hollywood studios have spent 52% less to market movies on TV than they did last year. And the traditional start the summer box office, spending is down 90, almost 99% from last year. So yeah, the movie theaters have been kind of dead. All you have are drive-ins running older movies, or they're running movies that just came out that are not of a big following. But that's what's going on. Now, home entertainment has gone up 87% year to date, 285% in May. So people are still into the interest of watching movies. They're just watching them from home. So studios are hoping the reopening for late summer tent poles will really get things pushed out. So again, the movies you'll have that will ramp up the movie season coming up, it all starts July 17th with Tenet, Mulan the following week, the SpongeBob movie August 7th, Wonder Woman 1984 August 14th. And that's the idea. We already talked about Unhinged. The trailer for that already has 210 million media impressions to date, much more than what they thought was going to be 50 million. And Mark Gill, former Miramax and Millennium Films executive, says that this movie doesn't have 25 other movies competing for attention. It tells you people are looking for good news. They want to believe the world is coming back to normal. And as for me, I like the move of all this. I think the actual move down, instead of having some of the movies staggered around, because that late July part was getting a little bit iffy. But now that you're kind of cramming them all together week after week after week, you're just going to have temptation to go back to the movies. And I, for one, will get back to the movies, get back on my subscription, buy my popcorn, buy my Coke, and I will be there. I'll see you there too.